You. We edit it such that he comes in and goes. But actually, no, I'm not editing this. I want you to. Hi, and welcome to another edition of Student Diaries. And this is the final edition of Student Diaries. And why is it the final, you ask? Well, because it's summer in Portugal, as you can see. And I've adopted this tradition of Portuguese, which is winding down during summers. I really don't know. Since it's the last edition of Student Diaries, I thought it's important to take a look at some of the governing bodies for the students here. One of those people is Rita, who is a member of the PhD Students Committee. Anna, thanks so much for being part of it. How are you doing?
Thanks for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here with you and to be part of the Student Diaries. I'm good. I'm trying to finish things.
Yes. But also, how was your June? How was the month of June?
The month of June was with the new job. So I'm a PhD student and I'm trying to finish my thesis, and I've been writing the paper. We have been on reviews for this paper. So I'm almost done with that. I will start writing my thesis, but at the same time I had the opportunity to start working here at the communication and events team. Besides this, we also organize the students conference with the IGC students and the UCL students. So one more thing that happened in June that was quite nice.
So was this organization part of you a separate thing, or was it part of you being a student committee?
It was part of the student committee. So basically they reached out to the student committees from both here and IGC, and it was the student committees that organized everything, because it was kind of a simple event in terms of organization. So they were the ones that organized most of the things.
Being part of the student committee seems to be a way of you helping the rest of the community flourish, right? How do you see the role of the PhD student committee? Because clearly you guys do a good job in organizing and maintaining the PhD student life here, I guess.
It's a lot of tiny things that we try to do, like the salary increases, make sure that everyone actually has the increase, organizing the welcome week when you guys start the classes, organizing the interviews, and then tiny things like someone has a problem with a PI, someone has a problem with, another person. They usually come to us, or for example right now one of the things that we had was that the number of theses printed decreased from 8 to 3. So it's these tiny things that you don't even think about when you are in your normal life, that people, if it happens to one, then they come and we can help or try to help everyone.
I know the work you guys do, and that's why I wanted to highlight that. So seriously, thank you, not just me, but also everybody who's part of the committee.
Exactly. We are able to do it also because people come and talk with us, so that makes it easier. That's the nice thing of CCU, is that there's a lot of communication between the students. Like the students retreat help a lot with that, and all the activities that we do via our the social part is very present. So when there's a problem that is not social, it's way easier for people to come and talk with you. So things happen, and we just need to be the ones that go and bother a bit people.
Well, thank you so much for taking time to be here. It was awesome. Always fun talking with you.
Yes.
As well. Now that we've taken a look at the governing body for students here, let's take a look at the governing body for Student Diaries. And that would be the Events and Communications Outreach team here. And one person in particular, because of whom this Student Diaries edition exists, and we're going to talk to that person right now. John, thank you so much for agreeing to be a part of this. I mean, technically you've always been a part of it, but now you're in front of the camera. How does it feel?
I'm not a big fan of being in front of the camera, to be honest, but it's okay. Thank you for inviting me.
I wanted to take a little, walk back to the beginning of this year. What did you think when I pitched the idea that, I wanted to do a video, not a student diaries back then, it was more of a vlogging of some sort about the life of students in CCU?
Yeah, you came to me with the idea, but then I sat down with the whole communication team in one of our weekly meetings, and when we discussed this, and we all just really liked the idea in general. It just seemed like a lot of fun. We really liked the idea of it being about the course, but also about just being a new person in Lisbon, somebody who's new to Portugal, and your kind of discovery of what that meant as well. So it just ticked all of our boxes.
So we have a video every month. How does your timeline get established? Because usually it starts from when I hand in the video, but sometimes I get, towards the end of the month, sometimes it's early in the month. How do you manage that?
I mean, from the start, you always had the right idea, but I think we were really careful with the first few videos. So we had the whole team watching the video at least a couple of times, getting feedback, suggesting edits. But within a couple of editions, I think we all felt really comfortable that you were doing this the right way, and you didn't need a lot of input. And generally speaking, it was really just up to you what you did. We were always really conscious that we didn't want this to be us telling people about the PhD program. It was you telling people about your experiences. So we didn't really want to interfere with that process.
Thanks so much for this interview, and also thank you for being a part of the Student Diaries.
It was really nice speaking to you, Prannay. I'm really proud of this series and the work you've put into it, and I think it's been a real success. So I'm glad that you've enjoyed the process as well.
So once again, thanks to all those members, and especially John, without whom none of this would have been possible. And of course, I have to thank my trusty cameraman Arjun, who's right now filming the whole thing. And finally, I'd also like to acknowledge and thank all the people who've been part of my interviews, like the faculty, the students. This whole thing wouldn't exist without you guys agreeing to come on it. So I'm glad you all came on it, and part of my goal was to showcase how we as students or faculty, or whoever the case may be, it's not just about science, it's a lifestyle. And so we really have some interesting characters here, which is what I've come across in my time in academia, and so that's one of the things I wanted to highlight. And truly, it's been great fun representing the whole of CCU community. And trust me, there's a lot more than what I've been able to show you within these past few months. So finally, to wrap up, I'd like to showcase some clips which I thought were funny and also were indicative about life in CCU. Take a look.
You called me daddy. That was super nice.
Bring chocolate back, or like just, it's never been here, so just bring chocolate, okay?
Have a lot of input, and you have all the keys and all the colloquy and everything. So
Kiss meaning like talks.
exactly.
Yeah.
Champalimaud internal seminar series.
You're gonna be here for 4 years with me. I'm sorry.
That's insane.
That's not a lot.
That's a lot.
No, it's not.
Since I'm just starting with the PhD, it seems a bit chill. So I don't know how it's going to go later.
I find like as I'm going through the PhD, it becomes a bit more focused.
These people know so much, and it's just like, wow.
Every group here is different.
So it's inherently interesting to us.
It's a community that builds on its own and that we help each other.
Basketball, volleyball. We also have,
even salsa, no?
yes, salsa.
I usually go to salsa classes.
I think we need to do a better job of collecting all the videos and photos people have.
Yeah, no, probably best that some videos stay like out
Of course,
not seen.
Of course, I agree.
That makes it like a super vibrant, but also intense.
So vibrant and intense. I think that's a good way to describe
Vibrant
it.
and intense.
And with that, I'll see you whenever I see you next time. Bye bye.